Detectives, what was the most satisfying case you've ever solved? I worked a case where an old lady called about her neighbor stealing birds. Yeah, birds. Everyone at the station cracked up when I took the call, but this woman, Helen, had a notebook. Dates, times, locations. Every Tuesday for 3 months, bird feeders in Riverside Park would be full at 8 a.m. and empty by noon. Not eaten. Empty. Like someone dumped them out. My partner Jake told me to drop it. Said I was wasting time on a crazy cat lady situation. But something about Helen's records bothered me. She wasn't rambling. She was precise. Organized. So I grabbed a trail cam from evidence and set it up myself on my day off. First Tuesday, nothing. Second Tuesday, same deal. I almost gave up. Then week 3, I checked the footage. There he was. White guy, maybe 40, wearing gloves in June. He'd unscrew the feeder top, dump the seeds into freezer bags, then put the feeder back. Weird, but not illegal. I watched it again because I couldn't figure out why anyone would steal bird food. That's when I saw it. After dumping the seeds, he'd place something small wrapped in cloth inside the feeder. Then he'd screw it back on and leave. I went to the park that night and grabbed one of those cloth bundles. Inside was this white crystalline powder. My gut dropped. I did a field test back at my car. Negative for common drugs, but it still felt wrong. I sent it to the lab anyway and told them to run a full panel. 3 days later, the lab tech called me directly. Never a good sign. She said it was a trace amount of something called sodium azide, a nerve agent, banned for public use, only found in research labs. Now I had a problem. This wasn't about birds anymore. I couldn't go in loud or we'd spook whoever was involved. So I went undercover, bought a dog from the shelter, named him Rookie, and started walking him in that park every morning. Took me 2 weeks to spot the guy again. He walked the same loop, Tuesdays and Fridays. Always hit the same 3 feeders. I followed him one day to a coffee shop. He met a woman there, mid-30s, business clothes. They didn't talk long. She handed him a small envelope under the table. He left first. She stayed. I ran her plates when she drove off. Name came back as Amy Caldwell. Worked as a lab technician at a chemical research facility 20 minutes outside the city. That's when it clicked. These people were using public park bird feeders as dead drops. Small amounts, so detection dogs wouldn't hit. Clever, actually. I looped in the feds because this was way bigger than my pay grade. We spent 3 months building the case. Surveillance, wiretaps, the whole thing. Turns out it was an international smuggling ring. They were stealing restricted compounds from labs and selling them overseas. Amy wasn't the only one. 7 people total, all using parks, playgrounds, even library book drops as handoff points. We arrested all of them on a coordinated raid. Found enough chemicals in one guy's garage to do serious damage. When it went to trial, the prosecutor called Helen as a witness. She brought her notebook, told the jury she noticed the robins started acting strange in April. They'd land on the feeders, then fly off without eating. She said animals know when something's wrong. The jury loved her. Convicted all 7. After sentencing, Helen came up to me outside the courthouse. She handed me a tin of homemade cookies and said thanks for listening. I told her she solved the case, not me. She smiled and said, "You're the one who believed an old lady about her birds."